Rice paper rolls, there are so many different varieties you can make. I love it to pop into the lunchbox. And instead of just wrapping up some ingredients into the rice paper rolls, I'm going to take it one step further, cut them into small rounds to make rice paper sushi. Fantastic for the kids. It's also a bit of fun to get them involved. Now, I love tuna, so I'm going to be using some nice canned tuna in spring water, and I'm going to add some flavors to it, flavors that I love in sushi. So tuna goes into a bowl, and I'm just going to flake it slightly with my spoon, just break it up. A little wasabi. If you're making it for the kids, of course you can leave this out. I'm just adding a small amount, and to that, some mayonnaise, whole egg mayonnaise. You can add about a tablespoon or so. We want it to be slightly saucy, and also some spring onions. I like the mild flavour of the spring onions. You'll need about 3, and I just want the white part and light part of it. So just cut that into rounds. All right, that's looking good. Just going to gather all these little rounds, and we'll mix this through our tuna mix. Okay, I need to season this slightly, so I'm going to use some soy sauce, a little splash, just some light soy sauce, and then mix this through. Having a can of tuna in the pantry is a must in my kitchen. I also have in my pantry rice paper rolls because they make this simple lunch whenever you like. All right, let's pop that to the side and get on with a few other ingredients that we're going to add to our rice paper rolls. Some avocado, a lovely ripe one. We'll cut that straight through the center, twist, and we'll just take the seed out. And I'm going to cut it into quarters. This is the best way to peel them, I find, and to just take the skin off. See how that comes off super easily? You can mash this up into the tuna if you like, or cut it into little fans, which is what I'm going to be doing. So take that off, and I'll just use my knife to cut that into thin strips. Look at that, perfectly ripe. Okay, let's pop that to the side, and we can start making our rice paper rolls. So have some water on standby in a shallow bowl. You don't need to soak it for very long. Just plunge it in the water, shake it off, and then onto a clean surface. I like to start with some lettuce, so we'll just cut the base off that. We'll take one of the leaves and we'll just pop that into the centre. I want this to be quite filled, quite large, because I want to cut them into medallions, so we can be quite generous with the fillings. Next, our delicious tuna mayo on top. Just spread that out. Avocado strips over the top, press that in. And I've got some noodles. So these are just rice noodles. That's going to really bulk it out. Again, a great pantry staple. Some carrot, and an ingredient I haven't seen for a while, but I do love it, alfalfa. When I was younger, I didn't like it. Dad would put this into a sandwich with some cheese, a bit of butter, and by lunchtime, it would not be pleasant at all. But now, wrapping it with tuna like this, delicious. So it looks quite big now, but this is where you need to be confident with the roll, and you can stretch this out. So the first part is just the base of the rice paper roll. We're going to just tuck it over, squish it, fold it, and it's very, very forgiving rice paper rolls. You can see how you can stretch them out just like that. So let's wrap a few more of these, and then I'm going to cut them into rounds. Now time to just cut these into smaller pieces, so straight through the centre, and you can eat it as is. Have a look at the little layers in there, so good. And then I like to cut them again. So nice sharp knife for this, just into 4. I've got a plate over here, and not traditional at all, but sweet chilli sauce. It's a bit of fun for the kids. They love sweet chilli sauce. Great for dipping these in. And I'll grab the sushi little rolls and we'll just place them around. How good do those layers look? This is such a tasty lunch. And what you could do is just cut them, pop them into a lunchbox. You've got the perfect lunch that's also very healthy. And I think if you take that to work or to school, a lot of your colleagues or friends are going to be very jealous. That's a delicious lunch using tuna.